shit.
What do you think about Silver Surfer? Never got into using Silver Surfer.
I like the consistency. The fact that I mean, like honestly, if you could make a deck with less than 12 cards, I mean, I know that kind of pulls the randomness away, but the consistency of having Silver Surfer and then Domino 1/2, always having a 1 and a 2. I mean, I know in higher tiers it isn't going to matter as much. There are a lot of people that don't play on turn 1 in higher tiers and stuff. Yeah. Oh, Quicksilver, so I'm thinking that's Silver Surfer. My bad. Yep. I don't know him yet. I probably have him.
Yeah, I was trying to get the audio to work first.
Oh, shit. That's really kind of interesting. If you click on your account...
Test.
Tickle. On D&D Beyond, they have, like, I think they changed where your subscription is. And it's very, very visible now. Did they make it easier in this situation for people to cancel? Kind of interesting. Yep, I'm here. Got a bunch of odd characters I have in my... Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Something. I can delete Schmidt back here. Because I have a...
You know what's funny is you guys were literally on. Say words.
Say words.
Words.
I was at New London's show choir competition yesterday because
you figured it out.
Show choir competition, and at the end when they were waiting for the final announcement of who placed in the top 6, they did they didn't have any music on. They always put music on in between that. The kids started just singing stuff. They sang Sweet Caroline. They sang Hooked on a Feeling. God, what else did they sing? There's like 4 or 5 songs they just all started singing, and it was for this entire gym of teenagers to start singing these songs and then go on for... It was awesome. It was so cool.
Wish you were a kid, right?
Yeah, exactly. I wish that had been my show choir experience, because those kids seem to... It's so cool. They cross choir now. Like, they know each other across schools, and like there are certain kids that everyone knows, and it brings all choirs together, and it's more of a community than it ever was when I was in it.
I heard there may have been one of our old friends there, because Abby was in Southwest one.
Oh, I didn't know Abby was in show choir.
Yeah, because
I
and
saw
I
your-
think
Your sister-in-law.
yeah, I was gonna say they were there too,
Yeah.
and an old friend from our significant others' class also there. I heard mutual friend of all of ours.
I saw a lot of people.
Currently living in Minnesota, I believe.
Oh, yes, she was. Yes, she
Okay.
was.
So,
Doing well. She's unemployed, looking for a job.
Hmm.
It's kind of funny.
we got a job for her if she's good at audio issues.
She said, Jeff, get this. You know what she does, right? She's a technical writer. Like,
Yeah,
I nearly said, hey, there's a couple of gaming companies that may need help writing a license. I don't know if you know anything. That's probably more legal writing than technical writing. But I'm sure there's some other ones that would like writing out game systems.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I send you. I've had this idea about a game for a while. Let me pitch this to you. I need to write this all out so that it makes sense. Yeah, my daughter's choir finished third, behind two choirs that I thought were worse than hers. Like, honestly, like, there was a choir that did not make the night show that I thought should have made the night show. And then one of the two choirs that placed above my daughter's choir, I didn't think should have even made the night show. So, but I'm not a judge. I'm a parent.
Hey, you don't know shit about shit.
Yeah, apparently. Although I nailed 4 of the 5 night show choirs.
I'm sorry, what?
Or 4 of the 6 night show
I don't
choirs.
think that's allowed. Aren't they young?
No. I predicted. I gotta say this properly.
Taking a step back. I don't want any part of this conversation.
How about Rand? Does he?
All right. How does it sound, chat? How does Elquin? Elquin, what do you think? Is this doable?
We sound doable. Can we get by today on this?
I'm not gonna lie. This is the dumbest situation I've run into.
I think
I've known you for a long time, and I'm not sure that this is the dumbest situation you've ever been in.
That is accurate.
No. Honestly, probably the first time I met Tom Norman was the dumbest situation I've ever seen him in, because I've been in the same damn situation because we worked at the same fast food restaurant. Visor on, big ass stinky gloves on, cleaning the grease vats.
That is accurate. That's about as accurate as it gets.
Yep.
That's a task I don't miss.
Speaking of people that
You're not wrong.
We used to know in high school, I was actually visiting the man who walked away. His exes. Our exes were best friends in high school.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Tom Norman.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah,
You got to go through the journey, right? You got to go through the journey to get to where you are.
Well,
I'd do it all again to be sitting right here with you fuckers. Definitely.
And John, time is a weird soup because one of my 2 of my daughters will have had her for a teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
My niece currently has her for a teacher.
Yeah. Starting this week, the second one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wah.
That is absolutely wild,
Isn't it?
And then for my niece to have my social studies teacher as her basketball coach was also a wild trip. I'm like, wait a minute, he's still teaching? I suppose he was young when he was teaching. Probably one of my favorite teachers. I need coffee. I need to refresh my coffee. Hit the head. I'll
Gonna
be
get
right
some
back.
coffee. Don't hit it too hard. That'll hurt.
Well, Cooch, ready in case we get to the next level this morning?
I
Got your
didn't
plan?
spend even a minute reviewing level up stuff, so I'll have to do that at some point.
Well, it's level 4, so it's either a feat or a stat bump. So,
I did want to look through the feats.
let me see. You only have one odd number, which is Constitution. So, it would not be a bad idea to find one that gives you a Constitution bump, but is a feat. I don't know that there's many.
With Constitution increase. Dwarven Fortitude, what's that? Oh wait, that's dwarves normal. Yeah, the dwarves get that, right?
Maybe. There's from Xanathars, there's some race specific feats. The book sometimes is quicker to find that stuff. So
Yeah,
dwarven fortitude and squat nimbleness are the two that only dwarves can get. What is dwarven fortitude?
When I take the dodge action, I can spend a hit die to heal myself.
I don't see you taking the dodge action that often.
Right, that doesn't sound like fun.
But it's a way that you, if you were like completely gonna die.
Okay, that's durable.
The other one that dwarves can get is squat nimbleness, but that's a strength or dex bump. And it just increases your walking speed and some acrobatics and athletic stuff. So probably not what you're looking for.
Infernal Constitution is available only to tieflings.
Let's see.
Ooh, it's Tavern Brawler.
You could be a chef, gives you Constitution bump. Crusher. Which is your typical weapon is a hammer, right?
Yes, sir.
Take a look at Crusher. I don't know if it's good enough, but
Alright, you are practicing your crushing your enemies. That actually sounds really cool. Increase your con 2 by 1. Once per turn, when you hit a creature that deals bludgeoning damage, which I do often, I can move it 5 feet. I mean, that sounds cool, but doesn't do that.
no. I mean, when there's a
wait, when I score a critical hit, attack rolls are made with advantage until. So that's kind of cool. If I tap in to deal critical damage, the next attacker has advantage.
Let's see.
Then I would like something that makes it easier for me to hit critical.
Durable.
Ah,
Chef. I mean, you could be a chef.
are you a chef? What?
Iron.
Did I tell you about back when I played in Pathfinder Society? They had a class called the Kineticist that basically you threw things, and they made their character a chef, and they had an apron that they wore that had silverware, and they would throw knives for slashing damage, forks for piercing damage, and spoons for blunt damage. Like, that is brilliant. That's a character that I would play. Oh, let's see. I was cleaning up my characters. Still do need Kelsier. Still do need. Keep flipping around Ray.
All right.
Ray could probably go away, but I have such an attachment to him. I don't want to get rid of him.
I don't remember where I was at the end of our session. I had just cast 2 skeletons, right? So they came up.
Yep. Yeah. So the priest was at the top of the order, and he went, and then we stopped
Were
because
you using the encounter builder?
Yeah, but I couldn't remember if I had finished doing everything I was doing with the priest or not, and now I remember that it was going to be
Yeah.
next.
Oh.
It was going to be the
and
skeleton's turn next.
I think you said one of the skeletons rolled initiative higher than Jack's.
Yep.
Which messes up my note taking, but it's fine. It happens.
You killed this.
I've-
fucking killed.
I've had worse and I've had better.
I've had better.
I've had better.
I'm kicking my own ass. Which is really funny because that's what I did Friday night. We broke a mirror that released copies of us, and we fought our copies all night.
Sounds awesome.
It was very reminiscent of my campaign, where certain people gave pieces of themselves to a hag that made copies.
Mm-hmm.
View act. There we go. Ooh, I have inspiration. That's nice. I have so few hit points. Oh my god. Compared to my druid Friday night, which has a +5 constitution modifier and 115 hit points. And is our healer.
I had written the limerick already for this week, and then after I watched it again, Ryan says lacerations. I'm like, that should be in a limerick, but I didn't.
Oh, good luck, pal.
I was gonna say, if you pulled lacerations in a limerick, I would have been impressed. I mean, I usually am impressed.
Maybe I'll make an extra one for next week.
Do you need the password, Jeff? Do you remember it or no?
For Owlbear?
Owlbear?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I figured it out.
I just saw your question in the chat.
No, it was weird because it wasn't what I thought it was with a password. It was literally just the password.
Oh, password.
I did fix the A, B, C, and D skeletons because for some reason D and B got switched, so I put them back because you intentionally cast D outside of the 15-foot radius. So that was one of the new ones.
Do we have a 15-foot radius thing? Like, should there be a circle on the map right now?
The
There can be. It's the Spirit Guardian circle.
I switched the skeletons around because that was how I had them in D&D Beyond for the encounter.
Does the Spirit Guardian circle? Okay, I was gonna say, does that doesn't move, does it?
I think it's on. It doesn't move, but I can't remember if it. I think he cast it on himself.
Hey, Tom, sir.
That works. Yep.
Can you talk for a second?
I can definitely say words if you would like me to say words.
Did that help?
You are echoing. You are on twice.
That does sound like an accurate statement.
Or Ryan. Are you sure you're not hearing them in Twitch?
It sounds really cool, actually. Like, it sounds like the gods are decreeing. But,
You are not
actually, Tom.
prepared. Yeah, it's a self with a 15-foot radius.
That is the most amazing
That's because I plugged in a new
quote for
camera.
you to pull, Jeff. That's the most amazing quote for you to pull, Jeff, because you never played World of Warcraft.
Alright. You're loud, but you
Well,
should be. You're the DM.
Played Hearthstone,
I did
so
play
it's in there.
Hearthstone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the offshoot. That's where it comes from. Liam O'Brien. That's him.
Did you look? I don't know if you checked out all of the voice talent that's in new Legend of Vox Machina.
watched any of it today yet.
I checked out the IMDb, and there's a Henry Winkler in there and a Cheech Marin.
Yeah, Henry Winkler. Henry Winkler is
Wilhand.
Wilhand. Yep, he's Wilhand, Pike's quote unquote dad. And then
I think I saw Cheech was Trinket.
is he?
I think that's what it was. But I don't think that episode's
No, is
come
he
yet.
trained? Is he? Oh, they really missed the boat on that. He should have been the Sun Tree. Actually, they should have gotten Matthew McConaughey to be the Sun Tree. All right, Keyleth, why are you so hostile? Need to chill, my girl. I gotta
Alright.
make a character and use that voice. Be like, "Okay, what's going? Why are we so up in arms, man? Just need to relax."
All right, how are we feeling?
Feeling great.
Feeling loose. Feeling
If
ready.
you're ready, boss.
Feeling like I'm running low on spell slots.
He keeps throwing them down holes.
No, I'm firebolting.
Creepy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Two Nerds One Quest. I am your host, Norm. I'm happy to be here today. Really, I am. I'm glad. I'm glad music is working, and I'm glad audio is working. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why.
The second you change the music to something D&D related, it's all gonna go to crap.
You shut your filthy mouth.
Knock
Uh,
on wood.
I'm not even sure we can say D&D anymore, so let's just try.
Okay.
Yeah, right. The voice that you heard first, directly above me, is one Mr. JC. How you doing, JC?
I'm doing well, Tom. How are you doing down there? You a Brady Bunch thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is how we became the Two Nerds Bunch.
Two
Dun, dun,
Nerds
dun, dun. The man directly below me wearing the awesome Batman t-shirt is Ryan Crazy Cooch. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, happy Sunday, fellas, and welcome Twitch Nation.
Sunday is for D&D. And at the very bottom of the screen is Genius, Lazy Dragon, Jeff Williams, Doc,
I don't know if that was.
Vok.
He's looking up, poking the cooch.
There it goes again. Off the rails.
Was it ever on the
Good.
rails?
Parallel to the railroad track,
Uh.
and occasionally cross it. We're on it for maybe a half a second, then we get off on the other side.
It's like Tony Hawk Pro Skater when you grind
It's,
on everything. You just kind of one rail up and you're just kind of teetering.
For those with kids, it's the Polar Express on the ice lake.
Yep, that would be a good expression of how we roll or slide.
Yeah. But eventually we get there, right?
At some point, we will. So,
It is. You aren't supposed to end up in your coffin laying down all pretty and being perfect and everything. You're supposed to slide in sideways with a beer in hand, and smacking your head and going, "Holy shit, what a ride!" And that's what we do here.
sometimes literally. Genius, you got a recap and a limerick for us?
Yeah, I do. So we started in the basement last episode, just having gotten down there. A door, which seems to be the bane of all RPG players, confused the heck out of us, thinking that red paint was in it for some reason. So that door remained unopened. We decided to venture down the west tunnel to a bigger room that looked like it was being fortified into a church-like room with walls and floors. Found a hole in the floor that had a ghast in it, which we killed kind of violently. Then Vok found a small bag that seemed to have coins in it under the floor, but tucked that away for later. The next room we came to had a lake of acid with priests' bodies in it. Two of them were pretty fresh, still alive, so we were able to save them and get them out and resting. So then as we continued on, we ended up in a room where there was a priest performing a ritual that didn't quite look very holy necessarily. And as we started to get having words with him, he summoned 2 skeletons, and the fighting commenced. And by the end of the battle, there were 4 skeletons, and the priest also is surrounded by spirit guardians. So here's my little limerick. The investigators have trouble with relevance, even when provided with clear evidence. The bull on the door needed blood, nothing more. Maybe someone should take a bump in intelligence.
And all of that is extremely.
Nobody's
accurate.
going to, I'm sure, but
No, it's way more fun to be dumb.
No.
yeah, I learned that the easy way.
Yeah, you knew that from the beginning. How's it feel to be the smart one?
It's weird, and Vox intelligence is 10.
Awkward.
All right. I'm gonna.
Did you
try
change
something.
music, Tom? Or did you stop music?
I
'Cause
stopped
if
music.
you change music, okay.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
loud.
Holy cow!
It's there though. It's at the same level as before. Keep in mind that's on your
That
channel.
must be mine then, yeah, because it's really loud
No,
for me.
no, because it's coming through on Tom's channel, so he's got to adjust it himself.
Was
that
on
better?
Switch Nation too.
Is that better? Better for me. It's honestly where I like it now. It might be a little loud for them if it was loud before.
Still loud for me, but I think I can adjust that.
I mean, otherwise, the other option is to.
I was able to turn mine down,
Oh, did you?
Jeff was able to. Yeah.
but
Right.
I'm not sure how Twitch is hearing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that in a second. I'm sure it's really loud. I probably blew a lot of eardrums.
Yeah. Audio issues. They are fun.
Okay. Yep, that's a lot better.
There we go.
Oh, okay. It's a work in progress, people. It's a work in progress, and next week it'll be 100% different. I can't wait.
We're nearly 3 years in, and it's still a work in progress, folks.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you try to improve production quality when you don't actually know how to do production quality.
break shit.
I feel like I
We'll
need
just
to go
wait
back
until we
to,
learn a new game.
yeah, just about the time I figure this shit out.
All the stuff that's ingrained in our head, like advantage and proficiency, and it's gonna be
And everywhere we're used to clicking to on D&D Beyond, it will be
It'll be
something different.
It'll be a whole different interface. Which
Okay.
I'm looking at some stuff.
So everybody is in
Or
the.
back to physical dice.
Oh, which? I have a second camera, so I have my dice on camera now. But I'm not going to roll today. I'll just have it.
It's fun.
So we.
I'd show you mine, but I have a fuzzy bag. For furry more than fuzzy, I guess.
The mileage you have gotten out of that dice bag, Jeff, is amazing.
I know. And it's reversible.
You can shave, basically.
It's green on the inside.
Sounds like a personal problem. You may want to get that looked at.
I think there's a healing potion in there.
If your bag is green and fuzzy for more than 4 hours, you should probably consult a doctor.
Run, don't walk.
I kind of feel like I
my-
don't even want to DM today. I just kind of want to have this discussion.
Well, let's kill the priest and then we can look at his fuzzy bag.
No.
We weren't supposed to kill him, were we?
Cut the feed.
Yeah. Yeah. You have the what is it? The
Clocks on.
Yeah. This is an emergency.
We'll
This
save
is
it
a
for the
message from the
post-show.
emergency broadcast system. This is not a test.
Or adult content inside.
You know
Okay.
what I should do is I should find, you know how before the Girls Gone Wild commercials they always had that warning due to, and then they'd start showing all your stuff. I should put that before the show.
I think it makes sense.
As we come out of the title screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, all right. We are in a cave. There is a priest who just flipped back his hood and summoned 2 more skeletons. He has kind of a crazy look on his face. The skeletons appeared. One appeared within his 15 feet, so it will have it'll have that effect on it, but the other one appeared outside.
Yeah, it's like it's a saving throw with 3d8 of damage, so we'll see. But it's at the start of its turn.
Yeah. Yeah, so he may have just literally killed one of his own skeletons, but we'll see.
Part of the ritual, probably.
Yeah. Yep. So now there are 4 skeletons in front of you. Vok is hiding behind a gargoyle. Axe is hiding behind a pit, which I believe we had kind of determined. I don't know if we said this last time, but when Rand looked in it, or when Axe looked into it, it was probably this, close to the other pit, probably about 10 feet deep, give or take. And Axe is behind that, and Rand is kind of in the open between 2 gargoyles with 2 skeletons directly on either side of him, in front of him. So he is kind of in a bit of a pickle. And as we left off, it was the priest's turn, who finished his turn, and now we are going to Skeleton B, which is one of the new skeletons.
Does this priest look like Father? Do we know what Father Baird looks like?
No, not really. I mean,
No.
I should probably pull open the sheet, but I'll just wing it.
We did get a little bit of a clue from one of the priests we saved that they thought that Father Baird was the one dragging them down here, or
Correct.
involved. So we have a clue that he may not be as innocent as we would expect from a man of the cloth.
Well, he's got skeletons, but angelic spirit guardians, which is throwing me for a loop.
Which
Correct.
means he thinks he's doing it for the right reasons, probably.
Yeah. Fucking Jigang. Anyway,
Ooh, jeez.
Deep pull there.
This is
Yeah,
walking
right.
dreams.
So it's Skeleton B's turn. It turns, looks at Rand, and immediately swings with its short sword.
they have swords?
Uh-huh. Does 14 hit you?
14 I laugh at.
So it appears, and without even hesitating, with sword in hand, as it appears, it turns and swings. But because it's not aware of its surroundings, it just took a swing at the first thing it saw. It kind of takes a glancing blow off your shield. You have a shield, right?
I have an axe.
You have an
Sir,
axe.
My square hammer. Let's see. I do have
Yeah.
a shield. Yeah, I do.
Okay. So it takes a glancing blow off of your shield, and you just kind of look at it and more or less give it the finger as it then says screw you and is going to move towards Axe, which gives you an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. So I'm going to swing with the square hammer. And he's too fast for me, apparently. 7.
Yeah. In retaliation, the blow off of your shield knocks you kind of off kilter. And as you swing your hammer at it, it is just out of reach as the hammer gets nothing but air. So it's going to take... So how does it go for spacing? It's when you go diagonal, it's
5, 15, 20, 30.
so 5, 15, so this
You
would be right about here.
One movement
That's
diagonal,
15.
right?
And then that's 20. And
That's
it's going to
20,
come
yep.
up to you. And that's going to be his turn. Its turn. Their turn. Somebody's turn. And then it moves to Axe. You are next.
I got my staff now. It's a staff now because the head of it fell off. It's no longer a spear.
Mm-hmm.
So I've changed that up in my inventory.
Your non-pokey spear.
I got both my hands. It comes up to me, and I just kind of panic and look down with it.
You Captain Caveman him?
Yeah. Does a 16 hit him?
Yeah.
That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
You take your swing down with your non-pokey spear, and it kind of shoves his head into its shoulders and does quite a bit of damage. So now it's kind of a shorter skeleton.
Shorter skeleton, like I knocked a few of its vertebrae out.
Uh-huh.
It looks like one of the skeletons in Zelda now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. Now that you mention it.
I don't have any bonus actions other than converting sorcery points to spell slots, and I don't want to do that right now. This guy got up in my face, and I did not like that.
Oh,
I have a feeling he'll chase me if I move further away, so I'll just deal with this one, and then I'll start lobbing spells in at the other ones. So, that ends my turn. I'm looking for an end turn button.
Fun fact, you are proficient in quarterstaffs and not spears, so actually losing the head of your spear made it all that much more impressive. Also,
better for me.
I don't know if Tom recognized this, but it was bludgeoning damage, and if I recall correctly, you said the skeletons were vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, so it would have dealt twice as much damage, I believe.
If they are actually skeletons.
If that's what...
Yep.
lines up.
Yep, it would have.
Does that do anything to them?
It's double damage?
Yeah,
Right,
if they're vulnerable, it's double the damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit it with, you Captain Caveman it across the head.
Yep.
Shoves the skull all the way down in one fluid motion. You take him in half with the skull going straight down, arms pop off, legs kind of fall off to the side. And
you get that nice little xylophone sound.
Yep, and you quartered him. So he is now dead.
Nice.
Wasn't he in the first place?
He is now more dead.
I put him in the more dead than he was. I
Double dead.
threw him in the garbage can.
Yep.
I'm now older.
So he is taken care of. And then next we go to Rand.
Handle.
Just as a point of note for us playing using All Bear Rodeo, clean up your kills. If you're the one that kills him, you get to throw him away.
I mean, you never know, though. If it's like a zombie or something, it might come back, or a troll or something.
I suppose, yeah.
All right, here's me attacking with the square hammer yet again.
I think you
There's
should hit it.
bludgeoning damage, too.
I think you should hit it.
8.
8 is...
Rand, what the hell's going on?
So I'm going to, invoke Eleanor's grace,
Oh, hey, yeah, there you go.
and I'm going to try to attack again.
Using the amulets from Illinois.
One reroll.
Oh, there we go.
Better.
19 to hit. Let's try that one.
That definitely hits.
All right. And let's go 10 damage bludgeoning style.
How do you kill that one?
I'm going to knock this skull into the wall behind the priest.
See if you can make a dex check to knock it into the priest to do some more bludgeoning damage.
That would have taken some premeditation.
Yes.
And then I'm actually going to action surge.
Oh, shit. Let's
and
go.
Slide around. And can somebody clear off skeleton A for me as I attack skeleton C? And let's see if I can keep
you walked into the circle. So now there's a saving throw.
Yep.
There's a saving throw for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Because you walked
Oh.
into his spirit guardians.
Oh, okay.
It is wisdom,
Oh.
I think.
Tom should have it.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Okay, well it's a 20, so good.
Yeah, I think you're good then.
Yeah, I
So
would think.
you take half of 3d8, and it's still radiant, I believe.
Correct.
So
So roll 3d8, Tom, and he takes
It
half
would
of
have
it.
been cooler if I had remembered that.
I think it is cooler that you didn't remember that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean, you do have a 10 intelligence.
Are you wanting me to roll the damage, or are you gonna roll it?
yeah, they're your spirit guardians.
All right.
Yeah,
Yep,
you
you
should
roll.
roll the 3d8 radiant damage that I take half of.
So you'll be taking 6. It rolled a 12.
All right.
Perfect.
And then I rolled, I don't know, abysmally low to hit again. So I rolled 9 to hit. So that is not
That
going to be
misses.
good enough. And I
Can-
miss again.
DM, can I activate my necklace to give him inspiration?
No.
No, okay.
Nope.
Oh,
That
wait.
is-
I don't need to activate my necklace. I have inspiration. You can have my inspiration. Take it.
Oh,
Swing
okay. I'll
again.
attack again. Then.
I
So
have
I
inspiration
swing
outside of Eleanor's necklace.
I swing so hard I come back around for another attack.
Let's go, Ram. Get him.
It's not better. It's 12 to hit.
Yeah, that does not hit him either.
Oh,
So
Man, I need to switch up my E dice here.
Rand, you doing okay? You need a sandwich and a nap or something?
Yeah, I'm just putting a fear of God in them.
as you walk
Rand
into
suddenly from the deep south.
yeah, the radiant damage turned him southern. As you,
He saw the light.
he has been saved. As you walk into this, it seems like you almost walk into past a barrier, an invisible barrier, to where this giant blinding light and this heat hits you right in the face, and you throw your hands up and you say, "Father Baird, I have seen the light," and you swing your hammer twice, swinging yourself around, missing both times, as Axe, upon missing the first time, kind of throws a little magical, what you would call maybe a ghost orb across the dungeon, which smacks Rand in the face and says, "Nope, I was wrong," and swings again, missing the second time.
Dang. All right, that's it for me.
Bach, it is your shot.
all right. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Rand, who I saw just got hit with radiant damage, just level 1. So Rand, you can heal 7. And then I am going to make sure I got this right. I'm going to wedge myself, so I'm going to put my feet against the wall and my forehead against the statue in front of me. And I'm going to use my second wild shape to turn into a giant goat. And a giant goat is large, so it would not fit specifically in that space exactly. So my intent is to attempt that in changing shape, it may push the statue out of alignment or over or break it or something. But it costs my action to transform. So if that doesn't work, then it'll probably just push me out of the way.
How secure is that statue, Tom?
How loose is your goose?
So say that one more time with less words.
Okay. I am
doing that.
transforming
And-
into a giant goat in the space where there isn't really space for a giant goat.
Okay, and so you're wondering how much
Wondering
pressure.
If the wall budges, the statue budges, or I just get squirted out.
But he's bracing himself to try and push the statue over.
Yeah, I
Roll-
brace my legs and my head against it to hopefully get a good.
Roll me both a strength and a dexterity roll.
Okay. Oh, boo! Strength is a natural 1 for 4. And oh, Dex is a 5. I'm still hungover, I think.
Clearly, you move and nothing else does.
So, as you grow into this giant, well, large, not giant, as you grow into this large
Hey, goat.
furry goat, you have this cartoonish look as fur and fat and horn and hoof kind of grow around the gargoyle, and then you shoot out north closer to Axe. Give me one more dexterity. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Question is he small enough to actually fit in it? He may end up stuck with his ass in it or something.
I did not succeed. Not even close. It wasn't a natural 1.
Yep.
Hey, we found Jeff's window.
So we squirt out. Oh, so you squirt out from behind the gargoyle, and because the ground is a marble tile rock, it's a smoother surface, and you have hoofs. You're kind of doing that cartoon skating with all 4 legs
You look like Andy.
as you
Yeah.
slide across the floor and wedge your ass into the pit.
That makes sense. That's
Excellent
everything.
Hey, goat.
That's everything I can do. Yeah, we're probably eye to eye now.
Yeah.
Yep. So you effectively plug the hole so nobody else can fall into it, but now you are stuck.
Yep.
Congratulations, you are now a drunk goat.
Ah, you button hooked me there.
Well, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? You rolled like sub 5
I
on every
know.
freaking roll.
Ugh.
You better
Yeah.
get some sleep, old man. You got a long day of drinking and beating the shit out of me.
1, a 4, and a 2. I think I might change my dice.
Elquin is
All right, I'm
absolutely
done.
right. This is Goat Simulator fun.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen Goat Simulator.
Yep. That may just be a title.
Well,
Goat Simulator.
that was a productive turn for you.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yep. So next we're going to go to Skeleton D, who appeared inside of that magic circle.
Guardians.
No, that was one of the first ones, so he's okay. He was excluded
that's right,
from
that's
the
right.
spell.
That's right. So he was already in there. He is going to walk up to Rand. Actually get behind Rand.
Uh-oh.
And
The Rand sandwich.
give it the-
Randwich.
Randwich.
That's a title.
That's the title too. Randwich.
And he's going to swing. Oh, I was wondering why. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. For a 9. So he thinks he's sneaking up behind you, and kind of the same as the goat seconds earlier, he kind of slips with bone on tile wood, or, tile brick floor, taking a swing at you and completely missing as you feel the wind from a sword fly over your head. Skeleton C, upon seeing this, makes a inaudible laugh. You kind of see the jaw kind of flap, kind of gives you that clickety clackety sound as its teeth bang back and forth.
He does need to make a saving throw. He's one of the new ones.
Yep. So he is doing a wisdom save. I don't have any. Let's do this. He definitely did not save. So he'll be taking 3d8.
3d8, yeah.
For 12 damage. And he looks terrible. Basically, everything is holding on by... he looks like somebody smashed him into a wall.
The last tendon is about to snap.
Yeah. Yeah, all of his tendons are very loose and floppy.
Yeah, he's down to a Wondon.
See what you did there.
Still looking for those rails.
Yep.
Jeff, those don't work to get inspiration with this DM.
I know.
In fact, that may actually backfire on you with this DM.
I wasted the good surprise on you.
I gave my inspiration away already, otherwise.
Yeah, it's... I should give you inspiration for rolling so low and wedging your goat ass in a pit, but that's...
Those rolls paid for themselves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't, reward you for that.
Last time I tried to be a hooved character on a tile
floor.
The wizard, seeing this commotion...
Wizard? Priest?
I'm sorry, sorcerer.
Sorcerer?
Yeah, well...
Priest.
The priest. The character that I have is...
Hey, guys, he's a sorcerer.
Yeah. Looks at the mess that's going on and notices his skeleton's going away and casts mage armor on himself. Which is...
gonna help them.
Yep. It's his armor class +3 for his intelligence, I believe, which gives him 15. So he has mage armor on. And then reaches over and picks up the skull that was sitting on the pedestal next to him and holds it up in front of him and looks into it. As he's picking it up, why don't you guys roll a perception check?
Nope. 7. There's a goat in my way.
I have 2 skeletons here.
10.
Yeah, nobody.
No one knows what the hell's going on with them.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So the goat in the pit knows more about what's happening than us?
Can I invoke Eleanor's thing here?
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure.
Okay, I'll use it.
With wild shape, I get to keep my.
That one.
Not better.
Ryan, with wild shape, I get to keep my mental faculties, not just the goat's intelligence. So.
Yeah, but you're also in a pit.
Well,
I mean, I'm wedged. I assume my legs are stuck in the pit, and I'm like basically squatting on it.
Yeah,
I thought it was the other way around, and all the legs are hanging out of the hole.
It looks
that makes sense.
Yeah, so the way it looks is you are ass first in the pit, so all 4 legs are straight out in front of you. So
wave your hands in the air.
Yep, and your head is able to look around, and you would be facing the priest.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting to get out of.
So there is that. So he takes the skeleton off of the pedestal, raises it up, and looks at it, and you see this green glow coming from the front of the skeleton, or the skull. Like, that much would be evident even with a 3. It's a very bright green glow.
Guys, what's going on? I see a breaking glow.
I don't know. Something happened.
That's going to be his turn.
All right.
So we move around to Axe.
Axe is gonna take 2 steps forward.
2 steps back.
No. Well, he might at the end of his turn.
Oh, by the way, if you try to climb over the goat, it's going to be rough terrain.
No, I'm not trying to climb over the goat. I have room to go around him. I am going to. Let's see.
Oh.
I am going to twin spell because I can.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna use an action point to twin spell. You can spend sorcery points on equal to the spell's level to target a second creature in range with the same spell, as long as the spell at the level is being cast is incapable of targeting more than one creature. So, I twin spell Guiding Bolt. So I will twin spell Guiding Bolt at both the Priest and Skeleton D. Guiding Bolt to hit Skeleton D. It's a 10 to hit.
It zips right over his head.
Guiding Bolt to hit the Priest. Fuck me. 7. I'm switching away from these dice. I was rolling better with other dice. I switched to the rocky ones that make more dwarvy. Then I'm going to take 2 steps back, clearly. Because that
Opposites
turn...
attract.
Opposites
I would love
attract.
to retake that turn. Yeah, there goes my last level 1 spell slot. My last level 1 spell slot and a sorcery point to no effect.
Oh, you guys are on fire today. That's all I have to say.
No, actually, well, maybe.
Not from a dice perspective.
Nope.
No.
I'm done.
Literally, and, you know.
Collections, my dice.
Rand,
I think
you're
we're
up
all
next.
switching dice right now. There was a new one we got recently, right?
Yeah,
I don't want that one. The Yule set.
I was using that one.
All right.
Try it.
Hit me with your best shot, Rand. Fire away.
All right. Fire away. All right, I'm gonna just swing the one behind me. Let's see, front, behind. The C. I'm gonna attack Skeleton C with my square hammer. 20. Come on. I see a 16, but the game tells me it's 6. So I gotta go with 11 to hit.
Like, the dice, like, it didn't compute properly?
It's lying.
It maybe was leaning up against the side of the game board, but it was clearly 16 on top, but I think it was saying it was, like, should have been rolling over, but the
text said
anyway.
it was.
I'll let
Doesn't
you
matter.
I'll let you take the 16 if that's what's showing on your dice.
If you're gonna let me take 16, it's 21.
Yeah,
to
that
hit.
hits.
All right, then 10 bludgeoning damage.
And that which skeleton were you aiming for?
C.
D?
C.
Oh, C.
Like cat.
Gotcha. You swing your hammer around, and it shatters into a million pieces as the square hammer hits it right in the ribs, taking a massive blow to the center of the body. And because it was so loose and all the tendons were rubbery after your last hit, it is bone projectiles everywhere. It literally shatters every bone from its body.
Bone explosion.
Yeah, that would also be a bone explosion.
Bone
right.
explosion. Part
So
3.
then I'm staring at the priest after I end that shot, and I hold my hammer out like, you're next, buddy. I know there's a skeleton behind me, but I don't really give a shit about him.
He's Mickey Mantling.
Yeah, right. Calling a shot.
And so I'm calling my shot at the priest, and hopefully he's intimidated and tries to run away. End of turn.
Roll
Oh shit, priest! He put you on the square, man. Watch out, the level's coming next.
If you actually want to intimidate, roll intimidation.
I will. I mean, that's my intent to like have this guy second guess what he's up to.
I have a feeling
6? 6. He's about as intimidating as a pet cat. So.
It looks like he's about to kiss the skull.
He's holding the skull up above his head, and he just kind of turns his head just a little bit, glances at you, gives you the rock eyebrow, and turns back to the skull.
All right, I take that people's eyebrow as
the people's eyebrow.
Exactly what it was intended to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
And then my turn's over.
You take that information for what it's worth to you.
Yeah, I take it as a sign of disrespect, and what am I going to do about it?
Yeah.
Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
With that, we go to Stuck Goat.
Stuck Goat. You are no longer Vok, you are Stuck Goat.
Kiss the goat.
All right. Sorry, audio.
Hey, baby.
Okay. Would I feel like being a goat is going to prevent me from getting out of this, or do I think I could get? Or does it feel like I could get out as a goat?
You can try if you want to roll a dex, probably dexterity
Athletics?
at disadvantage. Or athletics at disadvantage.
I think for my footing's sake, I think I might be better off dropping the wild shape, as much as it costs me. Okay, I'm going to use a bonus action to drop the wild shape of goat, go back to regular shape, and see if I can not fall in the hole when I do that.
All right, so roll an athletics. Yeah, roll an athletics check. Or what's the saving? Is there an athletics saving?
Be a strength save.
Strength save.
Strength save or dex save.
Yeah, it's the same for me.
Whether you want it to be as strength that's saving them.
I mean, it's the highest. It's the highest I've rolled, so 9 for.
Yes.
As you are on your.
It's the hole for you.
As you're on your back, and you do whatever it is, smack your hoofs together to change you back into Vok form.
No place like Vok.
Yeah, no place like Vok. At this point, it's going to be no place like Pit. You attempt to twist yourself to grab onto the ledge as you change shape. And you are not quite successful in getting yourself out. You are holding purchase probably 2 feet down with another 3 feet below you. There was some kind of root or something sticking out of the wall that you caught onto. So you're not completely in the hole. You're 2 feet down.
All right, that works out okay. So wherever, let's see, what would be the best way? So if I can see some airspace, whatever the lowest airspace I can see off to the north side of the chamber, I'm gonna. Oh no, I already used my bonus action. You can't have 2 bonus actions per round. Okay, no Misty Steps for me. That sucks.
You can typically drop something as a free action. Do you want to drop yourself as a free action?
I don't know that helps me.
I mean, it's only 3 feet further down. I mean,
I think I'm better for the Misty Step. You have to be able to see where you're going, so I think I'm gonna stay.
Stay hanging on.
Okay, so I guess as an action, I will attempt to pull myself out. Save a spell slot, maybe. So.
Strength or athletics, whatever you feel
the
is
same.
warranted.
I'm not proficient in it, so let's see. Come on. Or am I switching dice again? It's an 8.
You attempt to pull yourself up, and you're not going anywhere. You're either
It's like me trying to do a chin up in gym class.
Yeah,
All right.
you're stuck holding on to this thing. You have it, so you're gripping it like a pole or like a root, with both hands. You're not pull up position. You're your shake weight position. I mean, you can let go if you want, but that's where you're at.
No, I'll just stay there for now. But I've rolled a 1, a 2, a 4, a 5, and a 6 so far today.
Oh, sounds like 3 is next.
No, they're going up.
But you can't skip a number. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. So next we have Skeleton D.
Hanging out in the hole.
Skeleton D is going to take another swing at Rand. 7 does not hit. The skeleton has no sense of space and swings his sword around, whizzing it above your head again, because he just can't figure out that you're short because he's a skeleton. He's just swinging.
Let's not discount also Rand's had training probably since he came out the womb.
Well, with your back to the
Who's
skeleton,
going to be the next great adventurer?
Yeah,
Dad
with your back to the skeleton and your inability to care about him, I would say that he misses more than you dodge it.
Fair.
And that is going to be the skeleton's turn, which brings us to the Father Baird, who, upon seeing the other skeleton explode, is going to... Where is it? There we go.
Feeling about this.
He is going to arcane burst you. It is a ranged.
Bursted.
It's a ranged spell attack. All right. There's no... For a spell, it says... Oh, I see. So I have to roll to hit you on this, right?
It either is an attack roll or I have a save.
Okay, so it'll be an attack roll because I don't see a save. All right. God damn it! Natural 1.
Everyone's rolling like shit today.
Rand's natural charisma counteracts the spell.
Well, he as he points at Rand, he sneezes and shoots an arcane burst, hitting the gargoyle to your left. Well, it would be behind you because you're facing him, exploding the gargoyle.
Ooh, blood everywhere.
Ooh, yeah, it was the bowl full of blood. Nice.
Axe and Rand, why don't you both do a dexterity
Save.
Yeah, it's a dexterity save.
Oh, that die is better. 21.
14 and I'm 14.
All right. The both of you dodge out of the way, seeing the arcane bolt blow up this gargoyle. You're able to duck because you are short. All the shards and pieces fly over your heads, but the skeleton behind you takes 5 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
It is nice, yeah.
That's good.
Father Baird just roars in frustration that nothing seems to be going his way. Nothing seems to be working, and puts his focus back on the skull in front of him. The green light coming from the skull is growing much, much brighter now.
We're on the clock.
You are on the clock. Axe, you are up next.
Take 2 steps forward. It's like the second verse or second chorus. I am going to use a sorcery point to twin spell guiding bolt at level 2. Twinning for both the skeleton and the priest.
Is that your last spell slot, or you still have more?
Yes, it is.
And your last sorcery point?
Yep. So the
fine.
skeleton is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Oh shit! For 23 damage.
Oh well, how does that one die?
It like it dies like the camera's behind. The camera perspective is in front of Rand, looking up at Rand, and you just suddenly see over Rand's back all these bone shards come forward. He just kind of does one of those things like when you get snow down the back of your shirt, like.
Yeah, he turns around and he's totally powder white on the back.
Exactly. The second guiding bolt towards the priest is a 13.
13 misses.
Now, I was gonna do this before I rolled my hand, and then Tom said 13 misses. I have favored by the gods.
Which does what?
Me raising my finger. I raised my finger before Tom said it misses. So I'm calling this before Tom said I knew the result.
Pause. You can only use favored by the gods if you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll. So you have
I
to
do
wait
need
until-
I do need to know the result. Okay, so I failed. So I'm using favored by the gods. So I can roll 2d4 and add it to possibly change yoke. So I'm marking that off. 2d4.
You are running out of any slots.
So I add 6 to the 13. It's 19. Does that hit him?
19 hits.
19 hits. All right. So now the damage on that guiding bolt.
2.
It's 5d something.
I'm waiting for the die to settle. It propped itself up between. There we go. 16 points of damage. And he gets a sparkly outline in the next attack on him, has advantage.
And that's radiant damage. We have to make sure the priest isn't resistant to any radiant damage.
No.
Oh yeah, because he's a priest, he may be resistant, or if he's like an evil priest, he may be vulnerable to it.
I do not see anything about
Resistances or vulnerabilities.
Nope.
Okay, so 16 points of radiant damage.
Yikes.
Then I take 2 steps back. The song is building.
Are you dancing with yourself?
No, different song.
Well, it kind of seems like.
Although I'm not really hiding. I'm not really. Actually, hang on a minute. I did 2 steps forward. I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, that shattered too. Fuck, dude, I'm running out of places to hide. Well, if I did, I had done 2 steps forward. How much movement do I have? I have 25 feet, so that's 2 I get. I won't be able to get. I'll go that way. I'm going over here.
Okay, you lost your goat cover.
Yeah, I'm trying to seek cover behind this wall here, but I can't get quite around it yet because I'm a dwarf. I got the stubby legs. I'm done.
All right. So you shoot your bolt at Father Baird, and it hits him square in the chest as he's holding the skull up. The skull gets knocked out of his hands, and
that's a good thing or bad thing.
Father Baird crumples over, grabbing onto the edge of the brazier in front of him, and screams in agony, but also yells, The skull! As it clatters back to the gargoyle behind him. So the eastern gargoyle.
Rand, break the skull. Break the skull. Hang on a minute, because there is a skull-looking token thing. Oh, actually, hang on. So the skull is back here, and we can resize that a little bit.
So Father Baird would need to do a concentration check on his spirit guardians.
Oh, that's right, because he took
So he's got
damage.
Constitution saving. Yeah, 10 or higher. 10 or higher, bro.
No, lower. We want it lower. We want those to go away. Because Rand technically should have taken some damage from them last
Yeah,
time.
14.
I think we missed that.
He saves. They're still up.
All right.
Shiznit.
Which brings us to
Rand.
Rand. You're starting your turn in the Spirit Guardians. Are they still angelic or have they altered?
Flipped demonic.
As well, why don't Axe and Rand roll a perception?
Oh, hey, there's an idea.
All I perceive is whole.
19.
22.
You both see the spirits as they're whipping around. They seem to be conflicting with themselves, kind of flickering between angel and horned winged devil.
Mm.
So some of them are changing, some of them are flickering.
Some of them look like the devil's like trying to pull its way out of the angel, and the angel pushes it back together. No, stay in there.
It looks like a
It's just
glitch in the
horrifying.
Matrix. It looks like that flickering, like
Like
if
the
you,
black
if you
cat.
blink,
Like
yeah,
deja vu.
yeah,
It looks like they're turning into agents, right?
yep,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. From the Matrix, absolutely.
yep.
Well,
So they are
fallen
flickering.
angel card.
Do you guys
So-
want to roll intelligence or to see if you understand what this means?
Sure.
Intelligence or religion? That's the same for me, but
Whichever one you think you would do.
18 on a -1.
0.
Okay. So
You're too close to the situation.
Axe, you understand that what is going on is did you do religion or intelligence?
Religion.
Okay. So your understanding is that the angels represented his perception on life as good and his need to help others, and being a priest and being a father in this church, he was resisting or trying to resist being pulled into whatever this skull is doing to him, whatever is happening. But now that it's flickering and it's turning into these devilish horned monstrosities floating around, it's kind of he's conflicted. He's losing.
He's fighting
his
the
faith.
skull internally.
He's
He's
fighting the skull
and losing
internally,
the battle.
but he's also losing his faith.
Kill the skull, Rand! Kill the skull!
And Rand, you think it's just a trick. You think it's just a visual, like he's trying to distract me.
Shit.
It sure is pretty though.
I am yelling, kill the skull, Rand.
And
So
then
that was the end of my turn.
Yep. And so Rand, you have to roll
Wisdom save.
wisdom saving.
Yeah, I suppose these things look more like demons to Rand as he's taking damage from them.
13?
Think that fails. I think it was 4.
Yeah, I believe it was 14. I'm trying to find it in my sheet here.
His spell save DC.
Yeah, that might have been in my sheet. So
Do
we'll say
you actually have him made up in D&D Beyond? Or do you have a spell block for him?
I think I just took that from the guide that I had. I don't know if I actually wrote it down.
If he's a sorcerer, it'll be 10 plus his charisma modifier.
I just want to be sure that he doesn't. Spirit Guardians.
It's 8 plus proficiency plus your modifier.
8 plus proficiency.
So it's depending on what level he is, it's probably that.
I forget it's 8 plus proficiency.
Yeah, 10 is the passive.
Yeah.
So like for passive perception. But again, does he have a proficiency bonus as a NPC?
Where is the?
Do you have a stat block for him?
Yeah. So his
Should say if he has just spells listed above it, it should say spell casting, and it hopefully gives you a DC.
Yep, spellcasting, spell save, DC 13.
There you go. So you saved.
Okay, that's where I was. Okay, yeah, because I thought
Alright.
it said in the Spirit Guardians itself, but yeah, so that saves.
No,
so
it'll say your spell save DC in the Spirit Guardians. It won't give you the number there because that's
Yeah.
a spell that will refer to multiple characters.
Gotcha.
So you still get to roll 3d8.
Yep. So he would take.
Yeah.
Yep. So you'll take 5. I just rolled 3d8, came up to 10.
All right.
So it wait, was
I
it
move
3d8 plus 3? So it'd be 13. So you would take 6.
Yep.
Yep. So you'll take 6 necrotic.
Got it.
If it's switching over, yeah.
All right. So Rand steps up. He sees the skull to his left. He sees the priest to his right.
Here
What
he
is the
is, stuck in the
priest-
middle with
You beat me to it. I was just gonna say stuck in the middle with you.
What is the priest
Oh.
doing right now?
He is hunched over, kind of holding his chest, using the brazier to prop himself up. He's standing. He's not prone. And he looks angry. He looks hurt. Yeah, he's very.
Is he looking at me or is he looking at the skull?
He would be looking back towards the skull.
All right. So Rand will attack the skull, recognizing that that is the source of his focus. And so I'm going to attack the skull with my hammer.
All right. Are you? What are you? Are you just swinging your hammer at it, or what?
I'm just swinging my hammer straight down at what I perceive to be the skull that's glowing green laying on the ground.
All right. Why don't you roll an attack roll?
Have. The attack roll is 14.
I mean, that'll hit. It's a stationary thing you're swinging
Stationary
at.
object.
Yeah, it's.
I usually
It's-
set their AC at like 3 or 4
Yeah.
for stationary objects. It takes you gotta like fuck it up to miss it.
Yeah.
Although I have whiffed on a golf ball, so
Well, they're small. That probably
That's
has an
different.
added.
Yeah, this is a little
complexity.
bigger.
Yeah. Why don't roll damage?
Now, you're still giant smited, yes?
Yeah, for a minute I was. What does that do? That
Extra d6 to the damage.
extra d6. So
Yeah,
Oh.
oh, yeah,
9
I
I forgot you were bigger.
haven't been doing that at all.
Yeah.
14 total damage to the skull.
All right. You swing your square hammer at it, and you connect solidly with the skull. And it doesn't break like a normal skull would. You see cracks starting to form, and as you look at it, you notice it's just has one singular glowing green emerald shoved in the center of its face. It doesn't have eye sockets.
Weird.
But the emerald is shining a giant green light across the room now.
Start
I
talking about.
don't think I can take another action, but what does that impact Rand at all?
No.
Okay. I just yell out, "Oh, that should have destroyed it!" And then my turn's over.
They're talking about gems and skulls, and I get really think about the ending of Diablo 1. It's like, oh shit. I don't want to pick it up.
All right, Vok, how are you going to get yourself out of this mess?
All right, so any place that I can see the lowest to the floor, I'm going to cast Misty Step and teleport myself to that spot, and probably end up, because I probably can't see the actual floor, so I'll end up dropping a foot or two, or whatever it is that I.
Yeah.
So whichever direction you think I can see the best.
You're holding on to the. Let me get to the map here. So you're holding on to the wall. So you'd be right here. So you would be facing.
I'd probably have to look backwards to.
You'd have to look backwards behind you to get to the north wall and where Axe is. You would be able to see the wall straight ahead of you where you were hiding behind the gargoyle. So if you wanted to try to hide behind the gargoyle, you could.
I just want to be able to see somewhere that I can Misty Step to. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's the opening to the passage. You'd be able to see. You'd be able to see off to the left where the priest is, where the brazier is.
All right.
That cone of area.
I'll go back over to here, next to the gargoyle. That thwarted my attempt earlier. So that's my bonus action.
As you, why don't you give me a dexterity check? Because if you're gonna land, you gotta be sure you land on your feet and not your.
That makes sense.
Not your face.
One of these times I'll roll higher than a 10, but 9 plus 1 is 10.
Yeah, that's.
We're getting there.
Yeah,
but surely.
You're on your feet. It wasn't going to be tough. I just wanted to be sure you didn't actually, crit fail and end up stuck in the bowl.
Stuck in a hole again.
Uh-huh.
Like, Misty Step over the other hole.
Yep.
Do as many abilities that can make you roll dice as much as possible, and you'll get to the 20s sooner or later.
Since my bonus action was a leveled spell, I can still use a cantrip as my action. So I'm going to I'm gonna produce flame and aim it at the priest.
Is there an attack roll on that?
Yeah.
You have advantage. He is glowy from my.
All right. Well, it should hit the first one was a 21.
Well,
and that'll
in case it might be a crit.
That's the higher of the two. So 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits him.
And it's just a D8. So 2 damage. But hey, it's the first damage I've dealt this battle.
Yay!
Congratulations on joining the fight.
And then I guess I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stay there.
Envision the series of Vox combat. Like, just imagine that picture in your head, what that would look like in a show or something. Out, stuck, down, grab it, flip it up, and throw a little chunk of fire, and it only does 2.
So far I missed with a produced flame. I turned into a goat. I fell in a hole. I stayed in the hole. I got out of the hole, and I dealt 2 damage. Well, you guys have killed 4 skeletons and dealt plenty of damage. But
Really,
that's
an
it for me.
alcoholic
Yeah.
druid.
Which brings us back to the top of the round. Father Baird gathers his composure, stands up, turns towards Rand, and screams, "This will be the end of you." And that's where we'll leave it for today.
Ooh.
Oh.
We got it. We got to
Rand's-
break this. Oh, fuck, man.
Rand's not gonna take that. Standing up.
He's going to have to.
Unless he wants to sit down.
Yeah, I mean, unless he wants to sit down. All right, switch the music back over. We are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. I did not send out the bat signal as I should have this morning, so thank you for anybody who popped in. We had some... I'm not sure who was here for the audio fun for the first 20 minutes, but hopefully
Well,
next...
that was before our start time, technically. So.
Yeah, well, we still had the pre-show. So that'll be interesting for people to listen to. We are, like I said, we are Two Nerds and Quest. We're here Sunday mornings, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. We will be back next Sunday. Unless somebody has something going on, but we should be here. Follow us wherever you get podcasts from, patreon.com/Two Nerds One Quest if you want to support us. If you want to support us, let other people know about the show. Give us ratings and reviews. Go to twitch.tv/TomMNorm. Follow the channel. Get notified when we go live. Use your Amazon Prime subscription. It is free for you if you have it floating around. If you haven't, subscribed to somebody else's channel, 100% free. We appreciate anything that you can do to help out with the channel. Helps us do fun stuff going forward, which I know we all want to do. We want to keep improving this show, and we want to make it even better for you guys. So, yeah, follow us, give us ratings and reviews. That's the one thing I would implore everybody to do. After this show is done, we're going to vote on some show titles. So that is another benefit to being in chat, is you can help us choose our show title. There are some good ones in here today.
Boy. Oh, boy.
I haven't looked yet.
I can just imagine the ones that I didn't see. Yeah, we'll be doing that after the show ends. So that is Showbot. What is it? TomMNorm.showbot.tv. That's where you vote on show titles. I'll put the link in chat here. So for me, for Genius, for Cooch, should I say Batman? Oh, did I ruin it? Is that supposed to be a secret?
Batman.
And for JC, we'll catch you next week.
Always be yourself, unless you can be Batman. Then be Batman.
Though.
The statues had nothing to do with it, other than the bowls of blood, but I don't even know if those had all that much to do with it, other than ambience. So,
All right, if you're in chat, go to that link I just threw in there. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. And then I'll read out the titles once I get in there.
Some good ones.
All right, we have... Come on.
oh, Alquin doubled down on a title I loved. I think that's where
All right, we have Rail Adjacent. I have a fuzzy bag. It's reversible. Captain Caveman. Giant Goat. Crusher crushed. Randwich. Bone Randwich. That one's from Elquin. That was a good one. From a tendon to a Wondon. Butt stuck in the pit. The holy goat of perception. Kiss the goat. Fly, you fools. Vaca's goat. Guided to hell. And more intimidating, priest or Rand. So get in there and vote on some titles.
There
Yeah,
we
you
go.
guys were on fire for your jokey jokes today. There were some good ones.
Times.
So as promised here in the post show, for those of you who know, you know.
Fuzzy sack.
That is such a...
Real, man. Touch it.
I've taken to voting for 3 titles each week. Because you can. I grab my favorite 3 and throw them in there just to break tie stuff. So
I can't believe it worked out so well. Like before you said it, John, I was really hoping he was gonna roll low because I was gonna have him squirt out into the pit.
well, and it's like when I'm like, God, he's either gonna squirt out or he's gonna push this thing over. And then when I saw it and you said make a strength and dexterity saving throw, I started looking at the map going, oh, please, Tommy, please. And because we're going in the hole. Usually that excited about going in a hole.
That's where you should be.
At least internally.
Hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would have done if you would have knocked over the gargoyle, because that had blood in it.
Hmm.
I was kind of thinking of making the blood, like, catch fire.
That
Which
would have
would've
been
been
some
interesting.
hellacious blood.
Yeah.
Would have been cool though.
I mean, we were told to find the priest. We weren't necessarily told what to do after we found the priest. And then it seemed like the priest was doing not such nice things. So, like,
Shit, I'll tell you.
how to interrupt it. And that's really
I'll
all.
tell you
I
what my favorite. I'll tell you what my favorite moment was. Alquin posted in the chat that while the spirits were flying around, that one of the spirits comes up to Rand and like screams at him, and I totally had that like movie scene moment where I could see it in my mind. It's
Yep.
real cool.
Love that stuff.
I mean, that's it's. I'm trying to think. Is that Ghostbusters or is that
That's in a
like an
million
Indiana
movies.
Jones thing?
That's
Where
Indiana
it's
Jones.
it's like a holy ghost, and it comes up to the person's face, and they're like, "Oh," and then it turns evil.
Yeah,
that's
that's definitely Ghostbusters.
that's
There's
kind of
that
Lord of the
lady-
Rings
that-
too. That's when
that
she.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff that uses that like
Trope.
creepy face in your face trope.
Yeah,
It's good. Good trope.
awesome. Do we have a winner, Tom?
Yeah, it looks like Bone Randwich. Well done, Elquin. That was.
It's a fun time.
I think it's funny how Rand is just like oblivious to what is going on around him. Like the skeleton swung and missed him twice, and he's just like, I'm not even gonna pay attention.
Just like me, he's just a lumbering fool, eyes on the prize.
It's the definition of a tank in the party. It's just going. Just nothing stops him.
Awesome.
That's funny. So what are you guys up to today?
Catch tail end of the Dortmund game here. Yeah, hanging out.
I'm gonna
Do some
head
grocery
over
shopping.
to the casino and watch some of the game, place a couple bets with some friends.
Very nice.
Really excited about the 49ers game. I think that's going to be one hell of a football game.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. I was I was really hoping Jacksonville would have won yesterday. I was really rooting for him. I feel like they had a chance. I was disappointed that the Kansas City game wasn't closer.
Yeah. I just think Dallas and San Francisco both have the capacity to be amazing or to not be amazing. So, like, depending on which team shows up, this could be a really great matchup or be.
I just hope they both show up the same way, that they're both equally shitty or equally good, and it isn't a blow.
Yeah, right. My
Have
hope,
it be a comedy of errors game.
just like 12 interceptions between the two, 6 fumbles, all defensive touchdowns.
Just like Axe, Rand, and Vok.
Yeah.
Yep.
The goat falls into a pit ass first.
Yeah, when you're rolling 6s and 7s, you're just rolling all 6.
I don't know.
Okay, the dice tell the story, and it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, everything cranking gangbusters feels like it's almost mocked up, right? Just
For sure.
you gotta have a little bit of ridiculousness on your day.
Yeah, so we probably have, a half hour of this left. So we'll definitely level up on next show. And then we'll kick off the next module.
Okay.
Awesome.
Is that the 4th or 3rd?
That'll be
Third
the
or
4th.
fourth?
This is we're on the 3rd right now.
We're on the 3rd?
It's whatever level you are, because it's 1 level per.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you're level 4.
And
One
then
level less
Towards
than my
level 4,
character.
that'd be good.
and then we do have the option, John, at any point jumping into something else, or because these are all individual modules, like we don't have to go up to the 8th one. So I didn't purchase.
Do you have them all?
I didn't get 5 through 8 yet.
Okay.
Just because
I don't want to. I don't want to cut it short if you bought them.
No, I did
if
not.
you haven't bought them, we can put a bow on it if you like and go into the stuff I have.
Yeah, we can discuss offline and kind of make that decision and try something new. Otherwise, I mean, it's like $10, so it's not like.
Yeah. True.
It's whatever.
Not gonna break the bank.
No. So we can discuss that offline, because this next module will probably take another 3 sessions. So we have a solid.
Yeah, they're pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a couple of things. AlchemyRPG.com is a tabletop system. A VTT system. Otherwise, the other one is Foundry VTT, and I've talked to people that have used them both.
That's what I have is Foundry. That's the one I've been dicking with.
Yeah, because that's like a one-time purchase, and then
and you can do line of sight,
and
you can do walls, and you can do lighting, and it's very.
And then you can. So someone said to me, Roll20 is like an Apple product. Foundry VTT is like an Android product, and Fantasy Grounds is like a Linux product. And I went, wow, that puts everything in a real that makes sense to me.
Yep. If you want, John, we can get together at some point and we can kind of go over Foundry if you want to take a look at it before you actually do something with it.
I'm gonna poke at this Alchemy first and see what that's like.
Yep.
Because that's an online thing, and that apparently has got like streaming options and like a whole bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking of like using that for in place of D&D Beyond.
Yep. Yeah, the Foundry.
I can continue playing 5e without giving Wizards money until they get their shit straight.
Foundry does have like dice rolls and character sheets and all that stuff you can do right from the browser. So I give you guys access, you sign in via Chrome or whatever, and then you can take care of your character sheets and all that, kind of like Owlbear, where you log in, you get a password and stuff. But it's so much more. I mean, it's more work, obviously, because you have so many more options. Or it can just be a map like we've been playing. But if I have maps ahead of time, I can build walls. So as you're walking past a window, you'll only see as you walk past the section that would be visible to you.
Yeah.
The fog of war.
Yeah, and you have fog of war. You have different levels, so you can actually go into a building. And if it's a multi-level map, you can go up the stairs, and then it'll show the second level.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been playing on Fantasy Grounds on Wednesdays, so a lot of that stuff will be familiar. It'll just be the different system, obviously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was going to ask John, do you, for character creation, when we do get to that point, does it make sense to do that on paper or in whatever system we'll be doing?
I mean, we could do it. We could do it on paper and then put it into whatever system we're doing, just to walk through the mechanics of how everything works.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun to know where the numbers come from.
Yeah, because I think you took the entire first show was basically character creation for Tom.
Yep.
So if you've got 3 of us who have to do that, I don't know if that's going to take more than a show or if that's something we should do separately and then highlight.
No,
maybe Tom runs a stream or I run a stream. Maybe I run a stream doing each one of you.
I feel like that would be a fun series
like
of
outside
episodes.
of
Because it
do you
doesn't
want to do
have
it
to
as
be
Sundays?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be purely story driven. Like this is this was set up to teach how to play Dungeons and Dragons. Well, whatever system we end up doing, we can still use it as a teaching show. We can still do it. 'Cause
Actually,
I still need to learn.
What I'd really like to do for this is do it with everyone. Do it on the stream, but maybe we do one or do all of them, and maybe we don't get through it in one episode.
I mean, if it takes.
But I'd really like
shows.
to kind of link you guys together and have ways that you know each other and come up with that stuff. So don't go thinking about any character concept. We'll run through all the classes and stuff. We'll stick to the core stuff so that we aren't getting, because they have a shit ton of classes in Pathfinder. And they're not all.
Yeah, and we can chat about that. Because basically you're going to end up with similar race class type stuff. So if we can come up with backstories and kind of decide on who wants to do what, spellcaster versus, warrior type, and kind of come up with that ahead of time. So when we go into it, we at least have an idea of what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's a month out yet, so we have time to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to see if there's anybody on right now that we can raid. And there is not.
Does everybody else have that urge to just say raid?
Raid.
No. Just you, pal. Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Other thing, kind of unrelated or related, I don't know. We do have a couple characters who are currently in process too. So when we do have someone missing, I think we have this Spade and Farley. I think are currently in a campaign or in a
situation
session, and then Dell and Turk and Curlin are also in something. So that's just stuff that we can continue on as need be. Obviously, we have the other characters, but they're not currently out in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And like with the treasure hunter one that I'm doing with you guys, we can always add the third.
Yeah.
Should we find it useful? Because I have a plot and a story going to where that can go as well. So that's purely homebrew. That is 100% just me making it up as I go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, pal.
Cool.
Hey, well, we'll see you guys. Have a fantastic Sunday. Go, not pack, go. But
Yeah, right.
Eagles and Bills. Eagles and Bills.
there you go.
What I want.